Channel 10 Sports welcomes you to another basketball game from Summertown High School. This is Charlie Mabry, voice of the Eagles, along with Eddie Talley, Eddie Stedman, Mickey Mabry, and Brian Long, bring you tonight's game with the Summertown Eagles and the Spring Hill Raiders. Tonight's Eddie and Brian pregame show is brought to you by T&M Video. T&M Video is Eddie Talley and Charlie Mabry will offer any type video service you need, anything you need a copy of, whether it be a basketball game, softball game, a wedding, an anniversary, a reunion, or a party, or whatever. Call Charlie and Eddie, and we'll take care of your video needs. All right, Eddie and Brian, what do you think about tonight's game with the Spring Hill Raiders?
Well, Charlie, we've already seen the Spring Hill Lady Raiders game up at the Spring Hill. That's when Angie Ferguson went down and suffered her broken arm, which was a season-ending injury for her. After she went down, Spring Hill literally had their way with Summertown. I don't know if it was just a shock or the actual talent that Spring Hill possesses. They are a very good team, but what kind of emphasis you think is going to be placed on this game tonight, Brian?
Well, this ball game right here, Eddie, is important in a lot of ways. Summertown, of course, got third place wrapped up in their district, and Spring Hill, as of right now, is in second in theirs. And if we was to finish that way in the tournament, that would be the first round game for the girls in the regional. Number 3 from our district will play number 2 from theirs.
So this game could be a preview of the upcoming regional tournament, regardless of what happens in the district tournament. Summertown's been using some younger players due to some injuries, and some of these players getting to see a lot more time are Bridget Davenport, Alicia Benefield, and Lisa Pilkington. How do you think they've been playing, Brian?
They're really stepping up to the challenge, I think, Eddie. You know, they've got a lot being asked of them to do, and Bridget is turned into be a pretty good scorer off the bench, a good defensive player. She'll get in there and scrap for the loose ball. Alicia Benefield's really helped in the ball handling area, except for absence of Angie Ferguson. Alicia comes in a lot and handles the ball and allows Shelly Curtis to play wing or free her up more for her shot. And Lisa Pilkington, another good ball handler. She just comes in, plays a good, steady, all-around floor game.
Also, let's point out the other night that Alicia Benefield, as a sub, was the high scorer for the Summertown team against the Hampshire Hawks. What's Summertown got to do to win tonight, Brian? What are their strengths that they have to rely on?
Well, it seems like it's the same thing the last 3 or 4 games, Eddie, but we got to have another big game out of Shelley. We did the Clifton game last week, and she's started up for 34. We might not have to have 30 out of it, but we need a strong offensive performance to keep us in the game. Rebound is going to be tough. When you see the Spring Hill team, they're about one of the biggest girls teams around. I haven't seen anybody any bigger anyway.
Another thing that Spring Hill likes to do, despite their size, they play a pressing man-to-man defense, which they try to get the game going up and down where the girls can run the floor real well. Summertown will have to handle that pressure somehow.
Yeah, they've got some quick girls out front. They put them big girls back under the basket. If you beat the press, you still got to be able to shoot it over. Makes it tough on both ways.
Up at the Spring Hill, that was one of the major differences I see, is that despite whatever the score was, Spring Hill was in a full-court man-to-man defense, or possibly even a full-court zone defense, and Summertown had all sorts of problems trying to break that, and they're going to see that again tonight. You can almost just put money in the bank to bet on that one.
Yeah, they played like they were 2 points down the whole game, and I guess a lot of people don't like it, but I guess that's the way you should play. You shouldn't know what the score is going to be.
Another thing, in order to counteract that, since Spring Hill wants to go up and down, it'd be important for Summertown to try to slow the ball down. One thing, they're not really deep on the bench. As we commented, our bench players are getting a lot more time, and they're really doing a good job. But that youthful experience is just hard to come by. You have to have that experience in order to dominate a ball game of this caliber.
Yeah, we go to our bench and we bring in guards. Spring Hill goes into their bench. They bring in 5'9", 5'10" girls, and it's not too good of a swap for Summertown.
It'd be important for Summertown to slow the game down in order to keep the starters out there in the game as much as possible, particularly the big girls, as we pointed out. Also, we must avoid the foul trouble in order to stay in it.
Yeah.
But What's Spring Hill going to try to do out here, Brian?
Well, like you said, hey, they're gonna press us start to finish. They don't have one girl they necessarily go to. They've got the big girl in the middle that scored. Best I remember is about 24 or 25 points up at Spring Hill the first round. But they've got a couple of girls that can shoot the three-pointer or the baseline jump shots. They get their points from a lot of places.
Coach Doyle Parnham of the Spring Hill girls I guess he has to be recognized as one of the Mid-State's top coaches. Year after year, the Spring Hill girls are rated tops in their district, #1 several years here. I just got to counting today, and I can name at least 7 players who are active in college ball right now that used to play for a Spring Hill team. He really has a good program going up there.
Yeah, he does. Eddie, like you said, he's got a lot of girls playing college ball, and he's got a few more that'll be playing college ball that's on this team tonight.
One of the more dominating players that you're probably speaking of there, Brian, is Taryn Slattery, number 35. I guess she stands about 6'1" or 6'2" out there, and she can run the floor real well to be a big girl like that.
She moves good. She shoots well. She can get the ball to the back of the basket, and she can do a turnaround jumper off the board and make it all day. Summertown's problem, we don't have anybody who can get a hand up in her face. She's so much taller than we are.
So I guess the key to Spring Hill's game is that the only way they try to do it is stop the penetration of Summertown scholars, particularly Shelly Curtis. Box out well and get out and play their own game will probably be what we'll see out of them tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'd agree with that, Eddie. The main thing they're going to have to do, if they stop Shelly, more than likely they're going to win the game. We've got to get Shelly going and get her scoring, and that'll create offense for our other girls.
Well, that's about the way we see things stacking up for tonight's contest. We'll turn it back over to you, Charlie.
Well, that's the Eddie and Brian pregame show brought to you by T&M Video. Charlie Mabry and Eddie Talley taking care of your video needs. Just give us a call. Tonight's basketball game brought to you by the following sponsors: D&D Grocery Center, Fine Knoll Landscaping, Summertown, Summertown Floral and Nursery, Community Bank and Trust, Scott's Grocery, Burleson Garage, by Hughes Grocery, Hughes Cash and Carry, by Ray's Vinyl Construction, Lawrenceburg, by Bird Insulation, Mount Pleasant, by Countryside Good and Plenty Restaurant of Summertown, and the Little Dipper of Summertown. These sponsors hope you enjoy tonight's game and would appreciate you coming by and doing business with them. So let's sit back and enjoy tonight's game with the Summertown Eaglettes and the Raiders of Spring Hill. D&D Grocery Center, David and Diane Bailey, is your one-stop shopping center. We're open at 5:30 each day. We have a full-line snack bar with pizza, old-fashioned hamburgers, and snacks. D&D is your headquarters for hunting and fishing license and equipment. D&D is also a deer checking station. We have a full line of pipe fittings, nuts, and bolts. That's D&D Grocery in the center. Burleson's Garage, Larry Burleson, owner, has Union 76 products and all major brands of oil. We offer a full line of mechanical repairs with 24-hour record service. Larry's business and home phone is listed in the phone directory. Larry Burleson is open 6 to 5 daily except Wednesday and Sunday. That's Burleson's Garage at the railroad track in Summertown. Well, it's getting about time to start the ball game. Before we have the starting lineups, we'll now have the Summertown High School Band and our national anthem. Channel 10 Sports is proud to bring you tonight's game between the Summertown Eagles and the Spring Hill Raiders. Now it is starting lineup.
Number 30 for Spring Hill is Tanya Clark. Number 25, a forward, Shannon Boyd. Number 22 is Tammy Ragsdale. Number 35 is the big center, Taryn Slattery. And number 10, Latina Ball. The lights will now go down. The spotlight will come on as the crowd anxiously awaits the introduction of the Summertown Eaglettes. Double zero is the junior guard, Amy Blackwood. Number 23 is the junior point guard, Shelly Curtis. 44 is the freshman forward, Vanessa Bailey. Number 33, the sophomore wing player, Carissa Miller. And number 55, the junior post player, Leanne Corbin, rounds out the starting lineup.
The lights come back on. We're momentarily awaiting game tonight. Our officials are two veteran officials, John Towery and Marvin Powell. We had Marvin Powell 2 telecasts ago. What do you boys think about the way he calls the ball game? Okay, no comment. We don't comment on the officials. John Tower and Marvin been calling for, I'd say, 20 to 25 years each. Spring Hill already on the floor, and Summertown breaking the huddle around Bobby White. We're about to set for the tip.
Set the jump center for Spring Hill is 35, Tanya Slattery, and Vanessa Bailey will go up for Summertown. The ball's up. Tip control by Spring Hill as Latina Ball controls it. Should be playing point, looks like, for Spring Hill. Ball moves over to the right wing. Spring Hill trying to work it inside to Slattery. They get it into her. She goes up. No good. Fight for the rebound. The ball goes out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be Spring Hill ball. What's Summertown opened up in, Brian?
Looks like they're in a 2-3 zone, really concentrating on collapsing around the big Slatery girl. We was in good position that time for the rebound, but the ball bounced off her hands. Shelly Curtis gets the next rebound.
Shelly drives all the way. The shot is blocked, but as she goes in, a foul is called by John Towery. Foul is on number 25. That's Shannon Bond. That's her first foul on the night. First foul for the team. Shelly Curtis will be at the line to attempt a 2-shot foul.
Shelly, she's really picked up these last 3 or 4 games. She had really took it upon herself to push this Summertown team as far as they can go.
Well, she realized she had to kind of, everyone on the team really has stepped up their play, but you really see it in Shelly's play. She's really scoring a lot more since the last Spring Hill game. Really, you can go back to that.
She's been the leader by example, I guess is what I want to say. She's not a very vocal person, but she does it by the way she plays.
Spring Hill very patient working it around. They really are trying to punch that ball inside and establish that inside threat thus far.
It's probably a good move, I guess, on Spring Hill's part by the size difference between the two teams.
Okay. Ryan, are we seeing a major college prospect out here tonight, or is Summertown's playing against being Slatery, or how far do you think she can go?
She could probably play some major college ball, Eddie. I don't think she can go to some of the powerhouses like Tennessee or Louisiana Tech, somewhere like that, but some of the Alabamas, the Mississippi States, the schools that are building programs, she could probably have a chance to play.
Summertown really has a task full out there, giving up the big size differential there, but these girls have a lot of heart, and you never know when coming into the pit here when something good might happen. Leanne Corbin takes the ball at the high post, takes a couple of dribbles, lets go over 5-footer and banks it home for Summertown. 3-0 with 6:45 remaining in the first quarter.
Summertown gonna make these Spring Hill girls prove they can make it from the outside. They're really packing it in.
Spring Hill seems to be very content to work the ball around. There's not been an outside shot put up yet. They get it in Slatery once again, no good. Vanessa Bailey goes up high for another rebound. We have a jump ball, and the arrow is pointing Summertown's way in alternating possession here. Number 24, Kim Lockridge, has entered the game for Spring Hill. Summertown having a little problem getting the ball inbounds, but they finally clear it to Shelley, and she breaks the press. Dribbling down, looking to go all the way. Gets the ball inside, goes up. Shot's no good, but she draws a foul. Foul's on number 35. Karen Slattery. That'll be her first foul on the night. The team's second foul. Shelley will be going to the line to attempt 2 more free throws. First free throw's good by Shelley. She's really improved her free throw shooting this last stretch too, Brian.
She walks up there confident. Got a nice stroke for a left-handed shooter, don't she? Really puts the ball up good.
Well,
another lefty.
These left-handers must really know how to put it up there. As Kim Lockridge lets go the first 3-pointer there. First outside shot by Spring Hill's good, showing they do have that ability, and immediately they pick up the pressure out here. Looks like we're going to have another foul whistle by Marvin Powell here. The foul's on number 22, Tammy Ragsdale, and that's her first foul. That's the team's third foul. Spring Hill mounting up some fouls right quick.
Shelley's drove to the basket 3 times and drew 3 fouls. Spring Hill can't afford to keep that up.
There's a nice play by Summertown inbound as Corbin flashes out to the corner, gets the ball. Give her the assist as Vanessa Bailey goes down the middle and lays it up. Spring Hill once again working around. There's Shannon Bond putting up her first shot of the game, a 15-footer that banks it home. Score 7-5 in favor of Summertown. Spring Hill immediately into what kind of press is that, Brian?
Was it, I believe it was a 2-2-1 or maybe a 1-2-1-1. I really couldn't tell that time, Eddie.
Nevertheless, whatever it was a trap in the corner down here. Yeah. Summertown having a little difficulty with that. Number 24 for Spring Hill, Kim Lockridge, picks up her first foul. They'll send Vanessa, that's the team's 4th foul, and Vanessa Bailey will go to the line. She'll be attempting a 2-shot foul here. Vanessa's first free throw Hits the back of the rim, comes out strong. Second free throw's up. It's good. That's her third point on the night thus far. Rockridge lets go with another three-point attempt. Ball goes up high off the board, goes flying out of bounds. It'll be Summertown's ball. Spring Hill. Looks like we got a one-girl press on this time. Someone missed a signal that time.
Looks like they're 1-3-1. Looks like Spring Hill playing down here. It's a real tough zone to play against. It really makes you work.
How do you attack a 1-3-1, Brian? What's the basic theory in trying to attack that?
Well, most people try to use an even guard front against an odd front defense. By that, I guess, with a one-girl front, you try to put two guards and split her. Make her have to commit one way or the other, and then you work the ball to the wing or right around the post area. The floor is usually open.
So, ball goes out of bounds. It's Summertown's ball here. We've got 4:38 remaining in the first quarter. Summertown maintained a three-point edge, the score being 8-5. Miller drives the lane, puts up a 10-footer. Count it. Carissa's really looking to extend her offensive play here lately, too.
Her confidence levels really rose since she has become a starter.
Spring Hill still trying to punch it in the slattery, and when she gets it, she usually puts it in, using her height very well to her advantage.
It's a 1-3-1 that Spring Hill's playing. Could be some respect for Shelly Curtis, because 1-3-1 is designed to cut off the wing jump shot, and that's where Shelly is so accurate from.
It also puts three girls right across the floor there. You have the entire floor sealed right around the foul line, and it's really hard to even penetrate against this zone. The key to it is good ball movement, and when you do that, you got to hit that open shot from like the free throw line or in the corner, as you pointed out earlier there. It's a good defense to trap out of and start a running game here also.
Yeah.
Looks like Spring Hill's content. Work the ball inside, and the inside's been covered pretty well so far for the Summertown girls.
I'm surprised by how content they are, how they are just settling for working it around. I guess a well-coached team, I guess, that's what it's a sign of. They usually play a lot faster paced game.
This may be a drill, so to speak, not being a district game, and a loss here really doesn't hurt anyone. Coach Doyle Parham may be using this as a sort of a drill in case he runs into a team that likes to slow the ball down. He's wanting to see if he can get inside and use that.
That's probably a good idea, because as good as this Spring Hill team is, I don't know whether they can run with the likes of Wayne County and Collinwood.
Foul was called that time on Tammy Ragsdale, number 22, and that'll be her second foul. Shelly Curtis once again to the free throw line. This time attempting a 1-and-1. It doesn't go down.
She's 3 for 5 from the line so far in the first period.
Also, we noticed at Spring Hill, Brian, they were very, I don't know what the word is I'm trying to look for, but they let the three-pointer go at will. If it was open, they let it go out there.
Yeah, they did, Eddie. They weren't afraid to put it up, and pretty successful at it either. Once they got it going, there wasn't much Summertown could do to slow them down.
Spring Hill really extended their defense a little bit. Number 10, Latina Ball's really out there putting some pressure on. Also, Futima Harper has checked into the game for Spring Hill. She's wearing number 11. That gives them a lot of quickness up there at front. Look for them to go to possibly a trapping defense whenever Summertown brings the ball over the half-court line.
Coach Wyke had some questions there for the officials.
Shelly Curtis jumps out on the wing for the second time and blocks her second shot of the game. Really looking to extend that 2-3, which normally is just packs back in, tries to cut off the inside game in Summertown's strategy. We got a whistle on the floor here. Number 11, that's Futima Harper, and that's her first foul. And Summertown's already in the 1-and-1 since Spring Hill has committed 6 fouls already in this first quarter. So Shelly Curtis will be at the line to shoot another 1-and-1.
Summertown hasn't committed a foul as yet.
That's pretty incredible considering the good defense they've been playing down here.
Yeah, it is. Free throw is going to be important for Summertown here if we're already in the bonus with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Shelley's 4 of 7 from the line so far. 11-9 with 2:22 remaining first period.
Blockers let's go with 3-pointer and the ball comes off as a scrap for the rebound.
Spring Hill done pulled their press off, Eddie. Why do you reckon they've decided to do that? They didn't stick with it very long at all. It seemed to be pretty effective.
Well, I think it's, once again, going back to Coach Stowe Parnham and what he wants to accomplish in this game. Vanessa Bailey gets the ball inside there, and that's her 5th point on the night as she powers it up. But I really think he's trying to set up and just run this as a drill, at least the first half here. And he feels very confident his girls can play either half court or they can play the full court running game here, and he's just content to exercise this opportunity to settle down, because I know the Santa Fe team, they don't like to run up and down the floor. They like to use a good set offense and use their size, and that's going to be important in their district tournament over there for them. So I'm looking that that's what he's trying to accomplish here, to try to practice the half court game and so he can get them into a running game whenever he needs it. Summertown doing a good job on the defensive end down here. If they can just get a little offense generated here. Thus far, their offense has come from the free throw line. Now they will knock the shot down when they get open. We said that's going to be one of the keys to the game at the top of the show here.
That's a shot there that Carissa will usually make, and we're going to need to make to stay in this game.
Shelley's all over the floor again tonight, like she has been the last few ball games. If you brought out at the top of the show, her style of play has really improved the last half of the season.
She's really playing hard.
Summertown looks like they're going to be whistled for their first foul of the night. Amy Blackwood is going to be the first one to pick up a foul. She tried to help out on the big girl as they lobbed the ball inside. That's her first foul and team's first foul. Spring Hill will inbound the ball with 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Good pressure defense that time by Curtis, who jumps out on her and forces another floor mistake by Spring Hill. Brian, you think Summertown will hold the last shot, being it's only 30 seconds to go in the game, or in the first quarter?
I believe we'll try to hold it, Eddie. Get the good shot, maybe pick up a foul.
Well, that shows what you know about this game.
That's exactly right there.
We got the ball inside that time to Vanessa, and that's a pretty good shot, but fortunately Summertown hustled for the rebound, and Shelley Curtis drills home a big 3-pointer there to give Summertown a 5-point lead. Spring Hill a little confused on the clock there as they force up a 28-footer. No good. The ball gets the rebound, puts it back up, doesn't go in, so the quarter comes to an end. Score being 16-11 in favor of Summertown.
Community Bank and Trust Summertown branch would like to take this opportunity to let the people of Lawrence County know that we appreciate our customers. Community Bank and Trust offers a complete line of banking services with competitive rates of interest on all money market and certificate of deposit accounts, as well as low interest rates on all type loans. We invite you, the people of Lawrence County, to visit any of our 3 locations and discuss your financial needs with our friendly personnel. So for personalized service, come see the friendly folks at the Community Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Here, Spring Hill will have the ball first. Not really been able to set up and do as well as they anticipated against this Summertown defense. Summertown's really jumping out, moving well, and using their quickness.
A real good quarter, I thought, for Summertown girls against this fine Spring Hill team.
Shannon Bond opens the second quarter scoring there. That's her 6th point of the night. All of them will come from that baseline. She's stepping out and looking to pass inside first. If it's not there, she's just turning, letting it go. The time Summertown forced the ball inside to Vanessa, she turned, saw Leanne open with threw an errant pass that time. A good idea, just didn't quite materialize for Summertown. Curtis goes high for another rebound as a 3-pointer attempt by Lockridge doesn't go down. Get the ball back to Corbin. Curtis looks for 3, lets it go, a little flat on the shot. Struggle for the rebound. Good hustle by Amy Blackwood to keep it alive as Leanne Corbin retrieves it. Ball goes in to Vanessa. She turns, shoots. No good. Corbin with the rebound. She shoots and no good. Amy Blackwood's going to be whistled for a foul. That's her second foul. Also the team's second foul. Summertown working hard on the board, Brian. They just can't quite get the shot to go down.
Had several good shots that time. Can't fault us on hustle that time. We stayed after it and stayed after it. We just couldn't get it to fall.
Number 25, Alicia Benefield, has checked into the ball game for Summertown. She replaces Amy Blackwood, who has 2 fouls. Vanessa Bailey going high for another rebound. A Slattery's shot comes over the goal once again for Spring Hill. She's not been able to get on track thus far tonight. Summertown works the ball inside to Bailey, who turns for a 5-footer, and she nails it home for her 7th point on the night. Vanessa's off to a real good start for Summertown.
That was a good look. It was a good quick pass by Carissa Miller to enable Vanessa to get the open jump shot.
Substitutions coming into the game. Number 22, Tammy Ragsdale checks in for number 11, Futima Harper for Spring Hill, and number 10, Bridget Davenport, comes in to give Carissa Miller a break for Summertown. Bailey face goes inside. The shot's partially deflected, and there's Davenport immediately in, scrapping for that ball. She really cuts in there and doesn't mind putting her body on the line for that ball, Brian.
She really gets in there, don't she?
6:08 remaining second period. Summertown with an 18-13 lead.
Steal by Spring Hill. Ball. Davenport back to defend. Forces a bad shot. There's Ragsdale for the rebound there. Spring Hill just had too many men down there.
This could be called the Summertown girls lineup of instant offense. We got 3 girls that's not afraid to put it up from out there now from the perimeter.
So we had 5 that wouldn't have put it up out there, Brian.
I thought of that about the time I finished saying that.
Alicia Benefield, number 25 for Summertown, picks up her first foul. That's the team 3rd foul on the night. So Spring Hill's still not in the bonus yet. Got a substitution in for Spring Hill, number 30. Tanya Clark replaces number 25. I don't know who she came in for. She's in there anyway. Shot goes up. Rockridge doesn't go down. Vanessa Bailey with another rebound. That's her 5th one already on the night. Vanessa's really been on the boards lately for Summertown, Brian.
She works hard.
Ball goes up, doesn't quite go down once again. Those big girls in there possibly having Summertown changing their shot just to get it over their outstretched arms. A lot of times they don't block the shot, but you can't measure all those changes that they make you make.
Yeah, it's a lot of people say you don't think about it or worry about it, but you get one block a time or two, you think about it.
Vanessa Bailey clears the rebound for Summertown, gives it off to Curtis. She lets go of a 3. They didn't pick her up. Ball goes off to the side and rebound by Slattery. Spring Hill looking to push the ball a little bit. Rockridge pulls up. Ragsdale bangs home the 2nd point here. Southern Spring Hill's back to within 1 with 4:36 remaining. There's a good pass inside to Leanne. She powers her way up. There's a foul going to be called. Leanne will be going to the line. Number 35, Taryn Slattery, picks up her 2nd foul on the night. We get her in foul trouble, Brian, we might have a good chance to get several points inside there. She's been a dominating force thus far on the defensive end.
That's a big foul for Spring Hill. We take 35 out, and like you said, Summertown can probably score on anybody else on the Spring Hill team inside.
Leanne eyes the mark for the first of 2 shots. Ball rolls off the front of the rim. Number 12, Gina McCord checks in for Shannon Bond. Corbin set to shoot the second of the 2 free throws. Ball's up, count it. That's her 3rd point on the night thus far, and Summertown has a 2-point lead. Spring Hill will be coming down looking to tie, possibly even go ahead. Shot's up, no good. Bailey gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Whistle, there's Spring Hill's ball. Shannon Bond, number 25, comes back in. She'll be taking Taryn Slattery out of the game. Give her a brief breather in the 2nd quarter here. ball's going inside. It's deflected once, and on the deflection, we have Leanne Corbin going after it. She's going to pick up a foul on the back. And that's Leanne's first foul on the night. The team's 4, so from now on, Spring Hill will finally be in that bonus situation here. Spring Hill throws the ball inbounds, but unknowingly, Karen Lockridge sticks on the line, committed another floor mistake for Spring Hill.
4:10 remaining in the first half. Summertown with a 19-17 advantage.
Let's remember that it was 19-17 when the big girl went out and see if Summertown's able to take advantage of the situation.
Number 30, Tanya Clark gets the ball inside, and she turns and powers her way up, and Leanne Corbin's going to pick up her second foul. That's another critical foul being called in this game. Number 10, Latina Ball checks in. 24, Kim Lockridge will return to the Spring Hill bench for a breather. Tanya Clark at the line to shoot 2 free throws. First shot's up. It's good. Summertown getting set to bring back their starters. Number 33, Carissa Miller comes in, and number 00, Amy Blackwood, back into the starting lineup. So we have our starting lineup in for Summertown. Several subs on the floor for Spring Hill now. Rebound comes off to Amy Blackwood. She clears to Shelly Curtis. Get ready to set up the offense. Summertown's done a good job controlling tempo thus far, Brian. We've not got in the run and gun game thus far.
It's been at our pace. This is the way we need to keep the ball game going all night long, and I believe we'll be there at the end with a chance to win.
Shelly drives baseline for that little 8-footer that normally goes home for, but didn't quite go down that time. Got a collision on the floor that time between Latina Ball and Shelly Curtis. Shelly picks up the foul, and that's going to be her first foul on the night. Kind of a rough situation there. It looked like she was trying to get out of the way, but the collision was made, and I guess an advantage had to be gained since Latina hit the floor there. And with that, Marvin Powell comes up with a foul out of the situation.
It's one of them things, if she hadn't have failed, there would have been no foul call. She just got a little bad break right there.
Leanne Corbin drags the rebound for Summertown on the free throw. Amy Blackwood, let's go with an 18-footer. It doesn't go home. There's Carissa Miller with a rebound. She turns and shoots. It doesn't go in. Finally, Spring Hill gets the ball out, and they're looking to push it a little bit. They got to go released early. Bad pass on Spring Hill part, so Summertown get the ball back. We've been real lucky thus far. That's 2 or 3 times they've had a girl down the floor and weren't able to get the ball to her in the proper situation. Coach Bobby Warwick now is going to switch his offensive scheme. Spring Hill still in the tough 1-3-1 defense. Miller's been moved to the point position, and we've got Shelly Curtis running around the high post trying to find a way that Shelly can get a shot.
I haven't seen us do that this year. Move Shelly into the post area.
Number 10, Latina Ball, picks up her first foul on the night. Shelly will be going to line to attempt a 1-and-1. Now she has experience though in the post area. She played there last year some, you remember, when we had some injuries to the girls. But yeah, normally she is the outside shooter and a 3-point threat for Summertown. Ball goes up. It's good for a 9th point on the night. Since the big girl went out, Spring Hill's outscored Summertown 8-6 thus far, Brian.
So much for that idea.
Tina Ball will be at the line now to shoot. I guess it'll be a 1-and-1 for. Yes, it's 1-and-1 for Spring Hill. First one's up, no good, and there's Vanessa Bailey clearing another rebound for Summertown. She gets it out to Shelly, who's looking to find her shot down there. Throws the ball inside to a posting Blackwood. She wasn't quite able to handle the pass. It's a little bit high. Ball trickles off Amy's foot out of bounds. It'll be Spring Hill's ball. With 2:14 remaining in the second quarter, and the score being 21-18 in favor of Spring Hill. Summertown, excuse me. Summertown switched defenses, Brian. What are they playing now?
Well, we're in our 1-2-2 half-court trap.
We got a foul call that time on Shelly Curtis. That's her third foul on the night with 2:03 to go in the second quarter here. That could be a crucial foul, Brian.
That's trouble. That's what that is.
Let's remember this score when it's 21-18 now and see how Summertown can play without their leader and point guard.
Probably see more of a difference that way than you will with the Spring Hill girl on the bench.
Number 22, Tammy Ragsdale, was the girl who was fouled. She goes to the line. She hits the first of the 1-and-1. The second one's up. It's no good. A long rebound comes out. Struggle. Blackwood on the floor to tie up the ball. Summertown gets the ball again. Once again, Amy Blackwood on the floor trying to get the ball for Summertown. Alicia Benefield, 25, is checked in for Shelly Curtis. She'll be running the point guard position, looks like. So
Miller working her right baseline, back into Blackwood. High post Corbin. Corbin puts up 10-foot. Bank, give it to her, and she's fouled. Foul on number 30. Tanya Clark. That's Leanne's 5th point. She'll be going for her 6th point. 1:46 remaining in the second period. Summertown with a 23-19 advantage. Rims in, rims out. Spring Hill brings her off.
Looking for the fast break.
Down on the low post. Give it to 23-21.
That was more the type of Spring Hill game we were expecting to see right there, that trip down the floor.
On the high post to Corbin. 15-foot turnaround, no good. We have a pushing foul on the rebound on Amy Blackwood. That'll be Amy's 3rd personal foul.
Well, it's another crucial foul there for Summertown. Is we got 2 starters now with 3 fouls. A real dilemma for Coach Bobby Wyatt. Fortunately, there's only 1:24 remaining, but that's a lifetime in high school basketball, Brian.
Especially when your 2 starting guards are going to be on the bench. It's wouldn't be surprised maybe to see Spring Hill pick up the pressure a little bit.
Tammy Ragsdale misses the front end of a 1-and-1. There's Vanessa Bailey with another rebound, her 8th on the night. She's really on the boards thus far for Summertown.
Number 9.
She gets the air pass, or air shot, but Bridget Davenport puts it up. 9 rebounds, 9 points. A very fine first half thus far for Vanessa. She's really getting on the board against the bigger Spring Hill girls. There's a 3-point attempt by Ragsdale. No good. Vanessa with another rebound. She seems to be just taking the game in her own hands. And here's where we might have a little difficulty here. We got 3 girls trying to trap Alicia Benefield. She handles the pressure very well. Finds an open Davenport in the corner. Ball stolen away by Ragsdale. They get it out to Clark. She goes in. Layup's no good. Rebound by Ball. We're going to have a walking violation in there.
Well, we thought they might pick up the pressure a little bit, and they turned it up a whole lot when we had our ball handlers on the bench.
With only 30 seconds to go in the first quarter here, score 25-21. I'll give it to you again, Brian. You think we'll hold the ball?
No. I got a little advantage that time.
He pulled one on you that time, Brian. He was already shooting when he asked you. 14, 13 seconds, 12. Spring Hill going for a 3-pointer. Over the back of the backboard, 7 seconds.
The last telecast we saw Shelly with the offensive show. Now we're seeing Vanessa with a rebounding show with 10 first half rebounds. That's a night's work for a lot of people. And she just played a half a game.
23, Shelly Curtis checks back in with 3 fouls. Coach Bobby Wyatt looking to try to score here before the time runs out. She lets the ball go. A crucial foul there. Shelly lets the ball go, and Tanya Clark sets up. That's number 4 on Shelly. You might know a call like that be coming from John. He likes to call that charging foul, Dolly.
John's a charge. There's no question in his mind. Every foul is a charge. And that's nothing new. It's been that way for years.
What about the coaching move there, Brian? You think that's a good move to get Shelly in? Normally that seems pretty safe. That to, get her in and let her attempt a three-point play there.
Well, I know what he was trying to do, but if I was the coach, I wouldn't have done it.
He wouldn't do it now, so Vanessa with another rebound.
Oh, that's fine. So now the second quarter comes to an end. Summertown maintains their lead through 2 quarters, 25-21.
The Little Dipper drive-in. Violet Ward and Louis Yarber invite you back to the Little Dipper. We offer the same home-style cooking as always. We also have a full range of steak, ribeye steak, club steak, every kind of T-bone steak, and seafood dinners. We have seafood, fish, catfish, shrimp, any kind of seafood dinner. We substitute any variety that you want. And buffet dinner is our specialty. We're open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or just a snack. That's the Little Dipper, the end place to be in Summertown for a meal. 964-3001. Hughes Grocery, Highway 43 and 20. Wayne and Linda Hughes are the owners. These stores offer a full line of groceries, gas, diesel fuel, and kerosene. They feature a hot deli with hot coffee, sausage biscuits, ham and biscuits, corn dogs, and sandwiches made to order. We also have pocket knives, gifts, and toys. The cash and carry market on Highway 20 is also a deer station. We have video rentals, 3 for $5 every day. Wayne and Linda open from 4:30 to 8, 6 days a week, 9 to 6 on Sunday. What about the wrap-up of the first half? Give us the scoring leaders, Eddie.
For Spring Hill, Tanya Baugh had 2 points. Tammy Ragsdale 5. Kim Lockridge 3. Shannon Bond leads the way with 8 points. Tanya Clark 1. And Taryn Slattery was limited to only 2 points in the first half. The foul situation, Tammy Ragsdale with 2 and Slattery with 2. For Summertown, Leanne Corbin with 5. Carissa Miller 2. Shelly Curtis has 9 points, and Vanessa Bailey leads the way with 9 points to go along with 9 first half rebounds.
11 first half rebounds, I believe. 25-21.
Action's set to begin shortly here in the third quarter. And Summertown holding to a 4-point lead, 25-21. Summertown's really done a good job controlling the tempo thus far in this game, Brian.
I'm surprised right now. Summertown has played smart, controlled the ball, and really played well on the defensive end of the floor to keep Slattery from scoring. She's got 2 points, and that's got to be close to her season low for a half.
I look for Spring Hill to come out and try to get into that up-tempo game now. Summertown starts out the starting 5 minus Shelly Curtis, who's on the bench with 4 fouls. Alicia Benefield replaces her to start the second half. Spring Hill comes back out with their starting lineup. Immediately get the ball into Slattery. She turns and she shoots for only her 4th point on the night.
Unless this game starts getting out of hand, we'll probably have to go just about the whole quarter without Shelly.
Look for them to try to slow the ball down possibly even more to control this. Miller puts up a shot from the corner. It doesn't go down.
That would be a good move, I think. We need to even be more patient. The lower scoring the game is, the more it is to our advantage.
Spring Hill just taking her time, running a 2-girl game out front. Finally feeds Bond down low. She turns around with the jumper. It's no good. The ball comes off to Ball, who runs it down and immediately puts it back inside. To Bond, who turns around and nails a shot, and Spring Hill has tied us at 25 all with 6:50 remaining in the third quarter. Spring Hill switched defenses on us this half, Brian. I notice they've opened in a 1-2-2 zone.
Yeah, they probably going to test us a little bit without our leader out there, I guess. Summertown did a good job working the ball the last 2 times down the floor. We've had good shots. Drew the foul in that side. If they hadn't fouled us, we had the shot in the lane.
That foul was on Latina Ball, number 10. That's her 2nd foul on the night. Summertown having a little problem getting the ball in bounds as Bond reaches up with those long arms and snatches the interception away. Another turnover for Summertown. Summertown in their characteristic 2-3 zone defense, inviting Spring Hill to shoot outside. Upon doing that, Ragsdale answers with their second three-pointer of the night to take a three-point advantage. Summertown really needs to get something to go offensively.
7-0 this half. Like you said, we really need to get it going.
Ball goes inside to Bailey. She turns and blocked by Slattery. Spring Hill pushing the ball up floor. Get it down inside to Slattery. She turns, and there's the famous charge call.
You knew it was coming when she hit the floor.
The foul is on number 35, Slattery, and that's her third foul on the night. So fouls lining up also for key players on both sides. Well, like you said, I believe we can do without, Spring Hill can do without Slattery a little bit better than Summertown can do without Curtis. Ball goes inside to Corbin. She drives the basket. A fine-looking move as Leanne takes the ball on the high post, takes one dribble, and goes up with that power 5-footer for her 7th point on the night thus far.
When she gets her shoulder square to the basket, she makes just about every shot at it. It seems like. I know she don't, but it seems like she does.
Ragsdale starting to heat up outside as she lets her second three-pointer of the second half go, and that's her 11th point on the night. Well, Brian, how do you attack a 1-2-2 defense? You gave us a clinic on how to do it in the first half on the 1-3-1. Is there much difference in it?
Well, there's some, but not much. The middle of the lane is what is open against a 1-2-2. 1-2-2 cuts off is basically to cut off the outside shooting. And if you work the ball, you should be able to find someone open in the lane because you've got 4 girls just making a box around the lane, and you've just got the whole area open in there.
I think Spring Hill's figured out how to attack a 2-3 zone as Ragsdale puts up her third three-pointer, and that's her 13th point. Summertown has an errant pass down here. Spring Hill looking to extend its lead.
Shelly Curtis getting ready to check back in.
I guess Coach Bobby Warwick saying all he see. Don't want to let this game get out of hand too early here, because if you dig a hole against the Spring Hill team, it's hard to come back on it. Number 25, Alicia Benefield, picked up the foul, and that's her second foul. Curtis replaces her in the lineup here. Shelly's going to have to be real careful, and that's a hard thing to do when she's underneath the board there trying to rebound with these taller girls. Slattery picks the ball up off the miss, puts it back in. That's her 8th point. And with that, Coach Bobby Warwick is going to call timeout with the score being 36-29 with 4:13 to go in the third quarter.
Fine Nolan Landscaping in Summertown, Larry McCrory owner, features all types of residential and commercial landscaping and yard work. We'll plant any type shrub or tree or do any type yard work. Larry greatly appreciates your business, so for a free estimate of any type yard work, call Larry McCrory at 964-3514.
They are set to resume after the timeout by the Eagles. Coach Bobby Wyatt not liking how his team is performing here in the early moments of the second half. And as we said in previous telecasts, the second half, the start of it is one of the key times in the ball game, and Summertown's not looked well, and Spring Hill, on the other hand, has looked very sharp with a 15-4 surge to start this second half.
Well, the Eaglettes left Coach White with no choice. He had to come back with Shelly because the way it was going, we were going to wind up losing with her on the bench anyway.
Immediately, Shelly puts the ball inside to Corbin, who turns and with another power move, banks it off the board, and scores for Summertown. Ball goes up, it's no good. Battle for the rebound. Bailey comes out with it. She's dribbling the length of the floor, looks like. Slows the ball down, looking to find, there's Curtis. She's dribbling down. She turns. The ball's deflected away. Spring Hill comes out with it. A long pass down the floor. Bailey hustles back to knock the ball out of bounds for Summertown. A good play by Vanessa, playing on both ends of the floor.
She was the first girl down on offense, the first girl down on defense. She's running hard, going both ways, all out.
Summertown switched their defensive alignment. They've got Shelly playing guard now, moved Amy Blackwood down low to try to help out on the rebounding. Get the ball inside the Slattery, no good. The ball's saved as it was an air ball there, but it come right back into Corbin there. Ball goes over to the right wing to Miller. She looks back for Curtis, and Curtis trying to find her shot, but Spring Hill knows she can shoot it, and they're collapsing on her, and there's Carissa Miller's first points on the night as she turns and puts in that 10th. First point of the second half, that is. Shannon Bond, let's go with her patented corner jumper. I don't believe she's missed one of them tonight, has she, Brian?
It don't seem like it. That's a tough shot right there. A hand in her face. She just went up over and nailed it.
That's her 10th point on the night thus far. She's a real steady player for Spring Hill. Amy Blackwood lets the ball go from the corner. It doesn't go down for her, and Bond clears the rebound. Bringing the ball up the floor and gets it back to Bond, who's running the point for the team. Ragsdale lets another one go. It doesn't go down. There's Slattery with a rebound. No good. Corbin fights. No good. Bond with it. No good. Finally, Miller comes out for Summertown with a rebound. Spring Hills gets several chances, but wasn't able to get the ball to go down. Got the ball back to Curtis. That's partially blocked on a three-point attempt. But Vanessa Bailey retrieves the loose ball for Summertown. We'll set it back up and try it again with him. Ball goes inside on a good feed by Curtis. Not able to handle the pass, though. Finally get it into Corbin. She turns, shoots. No good. Slattery with the rebound. 1:25 to go in the third quarter with the score 38-33 in favor of Spring Hill. Athena Ball gets the rebound, goes back up for her 4th point on the night. Summertown looking a little sluggish out here, like they may be needing a breather, Brian.
Yeah, they're not passing the ball near as sharp or quick as we were in the first half. I don't know whether we've got rattled or tired or what it is.
Amy Blackwood drives the line. She goes inside. I believe she's going to draw a key foul here. Number 35, Taryn Slattery for Spring Hill. That's their star, and she now has 4 fouls on the night.
Jill Garland checks in for the Summertown girls, number 21.
Amy Blackwood will be at the line now. Attempt 2-shot foul. Foul's up. It's good. That's her first point on the night thus far. Amy not normally a high scorer for the team. She does all the intangibles, as we often comment. The second ball doesn't go down. Amy hustling back down the floor, didn't quite get the position that time as Athena Ball drove the baseline, and Amy Blackwood now has 4 fouls for Summertown. Once again, fouls mounting up in the guard position for Summertown. That's 2 players, Amy and Shelley Curtis.
Bridget Davenport immediately checks in for Amy.
50 seconds to go in the half in the third quarter. Spring Hill still has a 6-point lead.
Well, we finally jinxed Bond as she let her shot go, but it didn't go down. There's a fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds to Summertown's ball now with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter.
We need to really work and get a good shot right here. And
ball goes down to Garland. She lets go of a 5-footer. It doesn't go. A battle for the rebound, but Spring Hill comes out with it. Ball clears the floor, looking ahead, but they find an open pass. Spring Hill may set it up and hold it for the last shot with 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
I believe they'll probably do it, Eddie. They ain't getting in no big hurry. They just gonna dribble around out here and kill the clock.
Ball takes it in the lane, penetrates, kicks off to Clark, and as she drives to the basket, Davenport has committed another foul. That's her first foul on the night. Team 3rd thus far. So with 6 seconds to go, Spring Hill will have the ball underneath its own basket here. Bond looking to trigger it in. Gina McCoy lets it go from the corner. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Clark gets it for Spring Hill. No good. Davenport comes out, and the quarter comes to an end with the score being 40-34 in favor of Spring Hill.
Bird Insulation, Highway 43, Mount Pleasant. If you're building a new home or repairing an existing house, you need to be in touch with Bird concerning the insulation. They're qualified to handle TVA projects also. Bird also offers radon testing and mitigation at your site. For the best quality work with the most experience, contact L.W. Bird, Ricky Thompson, or your local Lawrence County representative, Doyle Perry, to fulfill your insulation needs. 379-5562 or watch number 1-800-223-3061. Scott's Grocery, George and Kim offer a full line of everyday groceries. BP brand gas, cigarettes, and tobacco. We make sandwiches of all types. We specialize in pizza, and we make pizza in a variety of combinations. You can call ahead or order while you wait. Scott's Grocery, 964-2306.
Play fixing to begin in the fourth quarter here. Spring Hill really had a good surge that time as they turned the deficit into a 6-point advantage. Summertown immediately gets the ball inside the Bailey. She can't hang on to it. She hustles to Ty Clark. But with the alternating possession rule, Spring Hill retains possession. Miles running the point guard as she has all night. Summertown has switched to a 1-2-2 defense. Now, I believe that's a man-to-man defense. It looked like a matchup zone, but that was just the way Spring Hill lined up. Coach Bobby Wyatt looking to put a little more pressure on the ball. We've got two girls in, Amy Blackwood and Shelly Curtis with 4 fouls. They get the ball into Tanya Clark, and as she turns, puts in a 5-footer for Spring Hill. That's her 3rd point on the night thus far. Ball trying to go in bounds. It's deflected back out, and Blackwood ties it up, and it'll be Summertown's ball underneath its own basket. It's a good time for Summertown to try to punch the ball inside, being that they have got Slattery for them in foul trouble. It'd be easier to get a shot off in there if they can get the ball into them.
Yeah, it would. It's really what we need to do. Work it around, take it in. Let's get 2 points or get some free throws won.
What about switching to a man-to-man defense, Brian? Is that a good move on Summertown's part?
Well, they're really getting out and trying to put on some pressure and create some turnovers. I think Coach Warwick has seen enough of those 3-point jumpers out there and wants to make sure they don't have any more of those.
Tammy Ragsdale takes it inside now and goes up for her 16th point on the night. Shelly Curtis drives the lane. She's blocked by Shannon Bond. Spring Hill's off to the races here. Kick it back to Clark. She drives in. I don't believe it. A block was called. Number 33, Carissa Miller, picks up her 1st foul on the night. That's a 2-shot shooting foul as Tanya Clark will go to the line. She has 4 points on the night thus far. I want to take this opportunity this time to thank our cameraman who does a good job always for us, and that's Eddie Talley. Eddie's been doing this for 3 or 4 years now and really does a good job. It's a very unappreciated job, as you found out a couple of times, Brian.
It's a hard job. You don't think about that camera getting heavy, but I did it for half of a game one day, and my shoulder was hurting. I don't see how Eddie's able to take it up there for 2 full games.
Also want to thank Mickey Mabry, our statistician this year. He's really been a big plus to the team up here. We can often comment on how many points the players scored and also keep up with the fouls for us.
Yeah, you and Charlie and I, we got the easy jobs. We get to sit here and watch the game and talk, and Eddie and Mickey, they're having to work.
Foul's on number 25 for Spring Hill, Shannon Bond. That's her 2nd foul on the night. Amy Blackwood will be going to the line. Shot goes up, and that's Amy's 2nd point on the night thus far.
6:08 remaining in the 4th period. Spring Hill built a 10-point lead, 45-35.
Corbin went high for the rebound. She turned to shoot, and as she did, she was fouled by number 30, Tanya Clark.
That's what I believe we can do. I believe we've got the inside advantage now with Slattery on the bench. We ought to be able to have our way in there.
Vanessa Bailey's been kind of quiet since the 1st half here. We've not been able to get her the ball where she needs to have it down there. She had a real good 1st half, but thus far she hasn't been able to score like she had in the 1st half.
Yeah, we took a few too many outside shots. I really think Ed should have worked the ball a little bit better and got it into Vanessa and Leanne.
Leanne will be at the line now to shoot the 2nd free throw. The 1st one came off long. The 2nd one's long off the back. It doesn't go down. Ball saved in by Shannon Bond. A good play on her part. Ball deflected out of bounds by Bailey, and it'll be Spring Hill's ball once again. 5:55 to go in the fourth and final period. Score 45-35. Favor of Spring Hill. Ragsdale steps out behind that three-point line and nails another shot. I guess that's why she's on the team. She can nail that three-point shot out there, and that's her 19th point on the night. A big night for Tammy Ragsdale.
That's why Coach White went to the man-to-man a while ago, too. Yes, as soon as we go back zone, she drills for three.
Carissa Miller throws the ball inside to Leanne Corbin, who takes a power move. After the ball was deflected, she picked it back up. Another foul, but Leanne is strong enough to get the ball up and hit the shot. If the free throw goes down, it'll be a big three-point play for Summertown. Trying to establish a 10-point disadvantage once again. Summertown needs to make a quick run here. We're getting down to where it's plenty of time left, but you know Spring Hill's got some gas left in their energy down there. We need to make a little surge here to try to make a close, tight game out of it.
Yeah, we need to get it back within 4 or 5, and then just hold on long enough and maybe catch them at the end.
Leanne didn't get the second free throw to go down again. She's had her problems at the free throw line thus far tonight. Had 3 attempts and hasn't got one to go down as of yet. Athena Ball makes a quick move on the baseline, pulls up on a jumper.
Well, that's a quick move, wasn't it, Eddie? She's quick.
That's only her 6th point on the night, but looks like she likes Summertown to play that man-to-man defense for her. Kelly Curtis gets the ball on the low post. She drives. Doesn't quite get the shot to go down as it rimmed out on her.
Shelley hadn't scored as yet in the second half. She had 9 first half points. She hadn't connected in this second half.
Shelley puts up a shot. It doesn't go down. Amy Blackwood takes the shot up. Looks like the ball was deflected that time with a violation on Marvin, as referee Marvin Powell spotted an up and down then. Summertown's extended its defense, trying to pick up full court out here on these girls. But as Carissa Miller come to help out Amy Blackwood, she reached in. She's going to be whistled for a foul. That's her second on the night. That's 5 team fouls. So from this point on, including this shot, Spring Hill being the 1-1, trying to build on their 13-point advantage. Ball lets the first one go. It's a long brick that comes off to Clark. She puts it up, no good. Ball had it for a moment. It's stolen away by Curtis. Then Clark is called for the foul as Shelly Curtis tries to gain control of it. That's her 3rd foul on the night. Looks like Shelly will be going to the line to attempt a 1-1 for Summertown. Shelly's 6 out of 9 for 67% from the line tonight. First one's up and it's good. 7 out of 10.
Also her 10th point.
Second free throw bounces off to the side. It's rebounded by Gina McCord. Spring Hill looking to push it a little bit more. Looks like they've seen a man-to-man defense a few times in that other district, Brian.
Yeah, they look a lot more comfortable against the man than they do the zone, or I felt like they did.
Shelly Curtis racing full court, coast to coast, I guess you can say. She rips the rebound down, dribbles down, and cuts the lead to 10. Vanessa Bailey applying a lot of defensive pressure, and there's a floor mistake by Spring Hill. Summertown trying to make that mini run we're talking about, Brian. And immediately, Coach Darrell Parham calls timeout for his Lady Raiders.
Summertown Floral and Nursery, Lynn Gibson owner, specializes in floral arrangements of both live and silk flowers. We have balloon bouquets as well as shrubs, bedding plants, shade trees, and topsoil. We carry a full line of trees. The concrete fountains, bird baths, and picnic tables will decorate any yard. Summertown Floral and Nursery offers free delivery to area hospitals and funeral homes. We're also a member of AFS Wire Services, 2-1, 6-1. Summertown, Floral, and Nursery.
They set to resume, and Summertown will have the ball on the mini run here. They cut the lead down to 10. Shelly Curtis drives baseline. The shot goes up. It's no good. Rebound by Tanya Clark. There's a steal by Curtis. She looks inside. She finds Bailey. Bailey drives. Shot goes up. But she's fouled on the drive there. It's number 10. Let's see who he calls it on. We had two girls there. Yes, number 10, Latina Baugh, picks up her third foul. That's in Vanessa to the line.
Summertown looking good on the defensive side of the ball the last couple of minutes. What we're going to have to get back in the game.
And Summertown has some fairly quick girls out there. They can get down and put a little pressure on these Spring Hill girls. There's no time to lay back now. You got to go all out and try to force those turnovers. Vanessa hits the first free throw there. That's for 12-point on the night. Second free throw's up. It goes in also. 13 for Vanessa.
13 points, 13 rebounds.
That's a good double to have right there in any league.
Still have 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Summertown brought her down to 8 points.
Let's also point out that number 35, Taryn Slattery, is checked back into the game for Spring Hills, their big, talented center.
Spring Hill really spread the floor out that time. Looks like they're going to try to get a little one-on-one down there under the basket where Slattery can just have one defensive person to work against.
Number 33, Carissa Miller, picks up her third foul on the night, and that will send number 22, Tammy Ragsdale, to the line. She's had a real big night for Spring Hill thus far. On the perimeter, she's long on the free throws. Leanne Corbin drags another rebound.
That was too close for her.
At 7, she has 17 on the night thus far, most of them coming from the three-point range. Shelly drives baseline, puts the ball up over Slattery. No good. Fought for the rebound. We got a jump ball underneath, and it's Spring Hill's ball on the alternating possession. Summertown just can't seem to get the shot to go down as they come down to these crucial parts of the game. There's a steal by Bailey. She's trying to look up the floor, trying to find the ball handler. She gets it over to Blackwood, who drives baseline, has the ball deflected away. On the deflection, as two girls go after the ball, Carissa Miller picks up her fourth foul for Summertown. That will send Slattery to the line for Spring Hill. Shoot a 1-and-1. They're a team hitting the free throws well tonight, Brian, especially in this crucial situations here.
No, Summertown's usually a much better free throw shooting team than they've showed tonight. They got several girls that make very high percentage.
Slattery at the line. Her free throw comes off long, and Miller clears the rebound for Summertown. She's going to remain at the point guard there, try to work the ball around. There's 13 for 25, and Summertown is from the free throw line now, barely over 50%. So very uncharacteristic of that. We got a jump ball tied up, and Summertown to get the ball back with that alternating possession. There's been a lot of jump balls this game also.
Yeah, we need to start converting on some of these opportunities we're getting down here on the offensive end.
Got the ball in the high post that time for Leanne Corbin as she put the ball on the floor. Referee spotted travel. Another floor mistake for Summertown in the crucial situation here. Summertown has extended into the full court man-to-man pressure. Try to get some turnovers here.
They've done pretty well in it so far. I mean, for no more than they usually play it during the season, they're basically a zone team. And it takes a lot of work to be a good man-to-man defensive team.
Spring Hill may be putting it in the ice box, Brian. They're starting to run a weave out front. Apparently what they're doing is trying to spread the floor and only work for a layup. As that time the ball dribbles down the lane, penetrates, and when the defense came to her, she dished off to Slattery for her 10th point on the night. That's ball with another deflection. She's really played a good game with that point guard for him tonight out there.
Yeah, it seems like the last 3 times Leanne's got it inside, she's been right there to deflect the pass or steal it or knock it away or something.
She's guarded the point guard. She's played point guard on offense and just done about everything you could ask for a guard to do out there tonight. Bridget Davenport checks in for Carissa Miller. And Lely throws the ball inside to Leanne Corbin. Leanne powers up for her 13th point on the night. Ball's deflected back out of bounds. We might point out that Coach Doyle Parnham, the head coach of Spring Hill, is not here tonight. They're having a substitute coach, Principal Clyde Farmer's filling in. Clyde's a former coach up at Spring Hill, but gave that position up as he became principal. I don't know what's wrong with Coach Parnham.
From where we're sitting, it's hard to see, and we just last time out happened to notice he wasn't down there.
There's ball once again penetrating, getting the ball into Slattery.
Spring Hill set a lot of picks on the outside, allowed ball to penetrate around the lane and find Slattery underneath.
Slattery has her 12th point on the night. Amy Blackwood trapped in the corner, finds Davenport on the side. As she dribbles the middle, she's got hit in the face and loses the ball. There's Bailey with a steal. Ball goes up, no good. We've got a timeout on the floor here, an injury timeout looks like, as Davenport down on the floor. We're going to have a substitution. Number 25, Alicia Benefield, replaces Bridget Davenport in the lineup. Hope Bridget's all right. Looks like she just got hit in the nose there. It's not too serious, but it's awful painful when it happens to you out there.
Can't see for a few minutes there.
Spring Hill may try to get the ball inside continuously as Bond turns around. Now they would put it in, but there's Ragsdale to rebound. Goes up, no good. Ragsdale powers up. She's going to be fouled this time. Let's see who Mr. Tyree has spotted for this violation. Number 55, Leanne Corbin's going to pick up the foul, and that's Leanne's 3rd foul on the night.
Spring Hill just relentless on the boards that time. Just kept pounding and pounding and pounding until they finally were able to draw the foul.
Those big girls didn't get the ball, but they kept it alive until finally the little girls came up and was able to get the ball. Amy Ragsdale hits the first free throw, and that's her 20th point on the night. A very fine ball game for her thus far. She nails the second one. A good-looking stroke for the player from Spring Hill. Summertown going to have to really get in a hurry and possibly start thinking about the threes here. They plan on coming back and trying to win this ball game. Shelly Curtis drives the lane all the way. A layup, good for Shelly. That's her 14th point on the night thus far. Lockridge lets it go from 15. The ball comes off long, but it's right there, Slattery. Summertown's really gambling on defense, and that's leaving a lot open underneath down there. They get the ball back to Shelly. She drives all the way. She's met at the free throw line by Slattery. I believe that's going to be all for her. Yes, that's 5 fouls on Slattery. She'll be coming out of the ball game now. Gina McCord, number 12, replaces her in the game.
That was a quiet 12, or was that 14 points for her?
14, I believe.
That's a quiet 14 points. I mean, really, she got the last 6 or 8 right here in the last minute or two when Summertown was really gambling on defense.
They really held her in check tonight. Even though Spring Hill was looking to get her the ball early, they weren't successful in that strategy, and they resulted in a trailing at the half. They come back and got it, like you said, here at the end. And the other players have stepped forward, even though Summertown shut down Slattery tonight. Shelly Curtis eyes the mark for a second free throw. It doesn't go down. Amy Blackwood gets the rebound, puts the basket in. A timeout is quickly called by Summertown with a score of 58-49, 29 seconds to go in the final period.
Countryside Good and Plenty Restaurant is country cooking at its best. We house cut our meats daily. We serve only 3 specialties. We specialize in family style cooking. We offer spaghetti and meatballs and steak, and we make pizza from scratch. So for a good, wholesome breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come to Countryside Good and Plenty Restaurant in Summertown or call 964-3368 for orders to go. We open at 5 a.m. each day, and truckers are always welcome.
Seconds to go in this final period here. Summertown trying to make what would be pretty much a miracle comeback with Spring Hill clinging to a 9-point lead here. Very experienced ball team. They know how to handle this type of pressure. Summertown setting up into the full court press. Having problems getting the ball in bounds, but we didn't get the 5 count.
It was getting close.
Got her trapped in the corner. Referee Tyree spots a foul on Amy Blackwood. That's going to be all for Amy. Another fine game by her out there tonight. I think she only had 3 or 4 points, but really playing hard and doing the things that we're talking about. 4 points for Amy on the night.
5 rebounds. She just, her usual, normal, steady job, I used to say, what you can always count on from Amy.
Number 10, Bridget Davenport checks in for Amy Blackwood. Number 33, Carissa Miller's coming in for Leanne Corbin.
Probably coming in for another 3-point shooter, maybe.
Probably right.
Number 22, Tammy Ragsdale eyes the mark and nails it for. Second shot's up, it's no good. Ragsdale has 22 on the night thus far. Spring Hill gets the rebound, puts the ball back in. Summertown pretty much academic now. Spring Hill's built the big lead. Davenport drives the lane, puts a shot up, no good. Ball comes out with it. She's going to be fouled that time. I believe either Benefield or Davenport gets the foul. Benefield gets it. That's her 3rd foul on the night thus far. 5 seconds to go in this final period, and the score is 61-49. We're going to see Latina Baugh at the line and shoot a 1-and-1 for Spring Hill. Ryan, they played a pretty good ball game tonight, really controlling the tempo like they wanted. They just gotten some crucial foul trouble there. It was probably the turning point of the ball game.
Foul trouble really hurt us. We had to go with Shelley on the bench for a while, and you can't hardly, Summertown in the shape we're in now, we just can't hardly make it without our leading scorer in the lineup.
As the ball game comes to an end, Spring Hill 61, Summertown 49. Raised vinyl siding and aluminum siding. Quality work at a price that you can afford to pay. Call today for a free estimate. Donald, Jean, or Keith will stop by your house and will stop your house painting worries forever. With vinyl or aluminum siding, storm doors and windows, seamless aluminum gutters, and vinyl shutters. We also have patio covers. Ray's Construction is an Alcoa siding dealer. So phone 762-0610 or 762-1909 for a free estimate without obligation. Ready to give the rundown for 61-49.
For Spring Hill, Latanya Baugh playing point guard had 8 points. Kim Lockridge had 3. Shannon Bond 10. Tanya Clark 4. Taryn Slattery with 14. And Tammy Ragsdale led the way with a fine game, 22 points, most coming from the 3-point range. For Summertown, Leanne Corbin had 13, go along with 4 rebounds. Vanessa Bailey had 13, go along with 13 rebounds. A really fine ball game for Vanessa. Amy Blackwood had 4 points before fouling out. She also got in there for 5 rebounds. Carissa Miller has 4 points. And Shelly Curtis leads the way with 15 points, 5 assists, and 4 steals for Summertown.